everybody, it's Mickie Giacomini, your host of Let's Talk Shop. And today I have with us Amy Doyle of LegalShield. I'm so excited to have her with us because she and her husband have this incredible business, very successful, with great tips for all of you, even though we are experiencing turbulent times globally. So Amy, I'm thrilled to have you on this show. Welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you for inviting me out here today. What a beautiful day in Northern California.
Right? Yes, it's gorgeous. I'm loving it. Out by the pool. We're having a good time.
Absolutely.
So, you and your husband have this incredible business. Can you share with our viewers how you got into your business with LegalShield?
Absolutely. So about 2 years ago, we ran into a gentleman at a convention type health expo, and my husband was getting ready to go down and take the California State Bar. He had just got his law degree, and he was retired, disabled, and forced out of the military when he got hurt. And we're trying to figure out a way to make it happen and a way to work, being that we were renting a place in the Bay Area and renting a place in Northern Nevada. How can we do this with what we were getting in retirement and disability from the military? And I got to tell you, it's not much. You know, you would think after 24 years in the military, you would have a great retirement. Not so much. And so we ran into this amazing gentleman that my husband was kind of talking about the justice system and military members and how it's just broken. And there's just no help for military members transitioning from military life to civilian life and what to do and legal avenues to take. And that was our main focus, was helping veterans and veteran families navigate through some situations and legal needs. And a gentleman leaped over to the table and says, "My company's fixed all that." And it was like, drop mic, what? So we did some research and we're like, oh my God, we could have used this over and over again. And we know so many people who can use this and benefit from it. So we're like, we're in. How do we share this with others?
Yeah, absolutely. And let's just clarify now, is this only a program, if you will, a service that helps just people in the military?
Absolutely not. We help businesses, from home-based businesses to large businesses, with employee benefits. It's a most sought after voluntary employee benefit. In fact, companies can offer this to their employees as a volunteer benefit, and it's zero cost to the company. Zero cost. And their employees get this at an amazing discount.
Right. So this has me thinking. We're going through, like I refer to it as turbulent times, and soon we'll be on smooth waters. But because of these times, there's a couple of things that are happening, and a couple of things I've been consulting clients and friends and so forth, because I've been doing a lot of free consultations over the last several weeks, let me tell you, during the COVID stuff. And so a lot of people are like, that already own businesses are freaking out a bit. How am I going to pay my employees? How am I going to retain people? I'm going to have to lay them all off and all that. So that's one thing. But then there's other people that are like, okay, this is my time. I'm going to go ahead and take the risk. Why not? I'm going to start that business I swore I was always going to do. So they're like picking my brain on what to do. So I'm curious, with all this going on, how does LegalShield help those people in times like this?
Well, you know, I'm glad you asked that, because it is huge. We had just launched a COVID-19 resource that's free, and I can give that to anybody. And it gives them the ability to look into different things, and those are updated daily by whatever state you are in. Really? That is updated daily by the law firm. So whatever state you're in, that law firm is updating laws that are going into effect for businesses, for families, for whatever the need is, you know. And in this world that is so complicated, we want to give clarity and peace of mind And we're here to educate. We're educators in protecting and servicing our members. You know, knowledge is very powerful, and having a law firm on your side is security as you walk through this. And we make walking through all of this so much easier, and we're there step by step through the whole process.
Oh, that's fantastic, because that sometimes is very much a very scary part about even starting a business. People are apprehensive. It's like, okay, well, how do I do this? And how do I know that I'm doing everything legit? Because I want to believe most people want to be legitimate business owners, right?
Absolutely.
And they want to be successful legitimately. You know, and it can be very unnerving when you don't feel like you've got anyone to find out if you're doing it the right way, you know, and being legal and above board. So this is a fantastic resource. And to have that website, it sounds like it's a website, yes?
It's connected. I have the resource that I can send out.
We'll drop that in the description of this episode. So where we have the information for you, we're going to make sure that we get that in there too, so people can access that or maybe contact you for it.
No worries. And here's the great thing. It's portable. It's right on your cell phone.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, it is an app on your cell phone that gives you access to tap an app and call a law firm in any situation. If you're in a car accident, you tap that, I call it the bat button. You tap that app and you're talking to an attorney. How phenomenal is that? You know, and
that is phenomenal.
You were talking about businesses and businesses doing it right. You know, we have a service that helps you launch your business the right and legal way, because those are mistakes small business owners make because they can't afford an attorney.
Right.
And we're here to tell you it is affordable. It works in any budget.
So see, that's why I like you so much. And so for those of you who are watching right now, Amy and I connected through a networking group, and that's a talk for another time. That's another episode. But one of the things that I'm drawn to Amy and her husband, Todd, who is her partner in this business, is that they do very much approach people in a very monetarily approachable way. You know, it is doable. Okay. And everybody knows I'm the queen of budget marketing. I teach people how to promote themselves on a no to low budget, right? So this works hand in hand. I mean, she can help provide services or information and resources to services very affordably. So you don't have to worry about blowing your entire budget for your business on hiring somebody. You can actually do this manageably.
Absolutely.
So I love that. It's so great.
Absolutely. And we've partnered with so many corporate discounts to where technically you can get your services for free when you use those discount programs. So we're here. It's affordable. You know, we are here to provide equal access and liberty and justice that every American deserves and expects, because you know what? This time is so hard on everybody.
It is.
And you just don't know what you don't know. And
Right.
most people don't have the funds in their bank account to find out what are your rights. Because right now, unless you know your rights, you don't have rights. And it's so important to know what your rights are. And we are here to help everybody out.
You are right.
And right now is the time. If you are wanting to build a business and start a business, there is no better time than to do it right now.
Exactly. I mean, why not? This is the time to take that risk, because what do you have to lose right now? I mean, and you really, people, I cannot express enough that you can start your business on a shoestring. Some people will tell you you can't, but I'm here to tell you you can. I have done it myself several times over. I have retired from my businesses because they got too big to handle. I mean, that's a great problem to have, right? And every single one, I started on a shoestring, okay? You can do that because you can find resources like Amy who can help you to do things manageably and affordably.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I'm here to just educate. I'm not here to sell anybody. I'm here to help educate and let you make that decision. If it benefits you and your family and your business, I'm just here to educate. I'm not here to sell you on anything. I will tell you stories after stories of using the service. And I got to tell you, stories sell, facts tell, you
Yeah.
know, and I, I'm just such a believer, and I wish we had this service years ago.
Right. I'm impressed, super impressed. That's why you're on the show, because we've got to tell the world that you are out there, because so many
We
people
are.
don't know. Okay. And we've got to change that. They need to know that they can do this, that they can they can come to you to be educated and not have to blow that budget. Right. So I want
Absolutely.
to actually ask you something.
Yeah.
In my field, with what I do as a marketing mentor, a budget marketing mentor, I mean, I think I mentioned earlier, I've been doing a lot of free consultations for the last month or so now because of shelter in place. And one of the biggies is that people have been coming to me, talking to me about the virtual component. They're freaking out because they don't know what to do. Their businesses are on major pause. And one of my businesses is, and it just is, it's travel industry, and there's just no getting around it. Okay. I can't have people stay in my places, in my rentals virtually. It just doesn't work. I've tried. No. But what I've been able to do is advise a lot of people on how they can bring in a virtual component to their businesses. Now, you have been very successful with this, and you are doing this long before shelter in place happened, before shelter in place was cool, right? so, so you
Before
were
it was the new norm.
right. So you guys were already ahead of the curve. Would you mind sharing a bit about what you guys do as a virtual component that has been successful for your business? I'm sure it will inspire others.
Absolutely. So last month, we had our last live event in Northern California. And after that, everything went on shelter in place, lockdown. You couldn't have more than 10 people. Then it went down to 4 people. I mean, just it's the way life is. And we're here, you know, you got to protect your families, and you got to
Right.
protect yourself and others in the community,
Yeah.
and stop the spread of this. And our company, it's interesting because our CEO, Jeff Bell, says, we want to be the company that breaks Zoom. And we're
Please don't do that. That's too many of us. We need it.
And then they came out with the codes because all these people were hacking the systems. And, you know, we just don't do legal services. We do identity protection as well. So we're there to protect your identity. But the great thing about that is we have offered, before all of this started, we had offered online classes, online informational overviews via Zoom, via
Mm-hmm.
webinars. Um, and so the transition into going virtual was very, very easy for our business. You know, we don't necessarily have to sit right next to somebody
Right.
to get them protected and empowered. We can do it virtually.
Yes.
It's so simple because you can talk to them over the computer or the phone and help them navigate their app right on their phone and help them. So that's powerful. You know, we
Right.
love the interaction. We love the face to face to walk them through and guide it. But you
Right.
know what? We're still face to face virtually and safe. So
Exactly.
it's been an easy transition for us. You know what, in today's society, you know, maybe this is going to be the new norm. I mean, remember,
It
you couldn't
is.
you couldn't walk into a bank wearing gloves and a mask, and now it's the norm.
I know, right? I keep saying that too. A few weeks ago, I would have been arrested if I showed up at the store looking like a bandit.
Right? And everybody's got like superhero masks on, or big white mask, or the bandanas, and that's the
Right.
new norm now.
It
So
is.
you know what, going virtual has not stopped us at all. We've actually grown even bigger because
Right.
being able to be virtual, I can help somebody in Hawaii, I can help somebody in Canada, I can
Yep.
help somebody now in the UK. So it hasn't stopped.
Right.
We're able to grow and be even more successful and empower and protect more families
Yeah.
through virtual.
Oh, I agree. And as a businesswoman, I went virtual a couple of years ago. And I transitioned my business to predominantly virtual, and except for the travel business. So, you know, you guys get what I'm saying. One of the things that I want to speak to business owners out there is that we all know that that live in-person connection is really important. And now I want to assure people that I believe that with the full-on global embrace of virtual conferencing and all that kind of stuff becoming the new norm, and people becoming more adjusted to that, it is going to help your business because you will be able to reach more in less time. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a game changer in the long run, because your clients or your potential clients are going to be more accustomed now to meeting virtually. So it's going to help you in the long run. So just embrace that, breathe into it, and just believe that this part of all of this is going to be a great thing for businesses. Most businesses. Yeah.
You know, and it's like, how many times you try to write off every time you travel with the IRS? Because the IRS in my mind is, I'm really scared. I'm scared of them. So being able to do this virtually and not have to itemize every time you travel for a work expense or an event is so huge.
I feel like for my business, the consulting business, I'm able to reach so many more people, so many more than I would have been if I was doing live events and so forth. So I really think it's a good thing that people are learning to embrace the virtual reality.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's made me through this last 3 weeks more confident in the last 3 weeks than I've been in the last 3 months.
Yeah, I bet.
I've been able to talk to more people virtually in the last 3 months, and it's really helped me personally, and it's helped me grow my business even more.
That's fantastic to hear. Yes. She's a perfect example of how this can work for you. So add that virtual component. If you have questions on doing that, you know you can always contact us at thedragonflyranch.com. But we want to thank Amy Doyle from LegalShield.
Thank you.
We'll have to have you back on again soon.
Absolutely.
So, it has just been great to have you on. You've had so much, just great information to share. So this has been great for our viewers. And so those of you watching, please note that you can always go into the original episode, into the description, and find Amy's information so that you can contact her. And I encourage you to do so. Contact her today and get the information you need. Remember, she's there to educate. She's not there to sell, okay? So just keep that in mind. So thanks again, Amy.
No problem. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. And thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. And we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.